Well, somebody asked me what is the best part of doing videos. Best part of this for me is changing people's perceptions of how black people carry themselves Monday through Friday. Second best part is when I get the negativity from those black people and they say, you know, you're an Uncle Tom, you're this and you're that. And when I say you don't have to run around and call yourself nigga and you ain't got to be a nigga and all this and that shit, black people, they just try to diss me. Young black people sound stupid, don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Now, I have used the N word. I've used the N word just like I was taught to use the N word. When I'm around certain people, I use the N word. It's because that's the only word they use. And for the record, white people, I have been called nigger by more white people than I have been by black people. And that is for the record. You put that down. Okay? So, what else I like? I like when someone comments in a video reply to my videos because that only gives me the opportunity to speak on a situation again. And I know a lot of people don't like the light in the background, and it makes them not want to watch the videos and all this and that. And I should do this, and I should make better tags, and I should explain my videos more. Well, it's just like a rapper. When you hear a hip hop song come on or a rap song come on, what's the first thing these artists do now? Honestly, what's the first thing they do? They say their name. Yeah, Louisiana High with Broke Slim and Jackman Jim. Oh, collaboration. If you gotta fucking announce yourself every time you do something, then people don't know who you are. You got something to say, and you have to type it all down in the description box and explain it to them. Why in the fuck are you doing a video? And I understand. You don't want to just grab a movie because of the title. You want to know who's in it. You want to know what it's about. But when you sit down with a friend and you guys start talking, who knows what the conversation is going to be about until you sit down and start talking? You are my friend, aren't you? I got to tell you what I'm going to do. I got to tell you who's going to sing on a song with me. I got to tell you everything. I got to tell you when I walk outside. I got to tell you when I walk back in the house. The best thing about doing videos is getting the negative response I get. Because 94.6% of what I say is positive. So when I tell black people that the worst thing black people ever asked for in the history of mankind is equal rights, oh, I said it. Then you need to know whose rights you're asking for. And that pisses off people too. Because people don't understand why would a black man say the worst thing that black people ever asked for was equal rights. Well, personally, I see how white people are treated in my community. And I see how white people are treated across the United States of America. And if it is bad as I think it is now, how bad was it then? So, you are a slave and you have the options. They bring you a piece of paper you can't read and say, we gonna read you what you want when you get your freedom, nigga. I want to be treated just like the white man. Bad mistake. Because those in position do not give a shit about white people. I will reiterate that one more time, especially for the white people. Those people who you believe is going to take you to the next level don't give a shit about your po broke asses. And then that's why I said, and I stand behind these words, the worst thing black people ever asked for is equal rights. Because we didn't know who we're going to be equal to. So when they give you what you ask for, It's always based on the lowest common denominator. And if we were looking at white people to get what they got, we got exactly what they got. Nothing. Oh yeah, I said it. Nothing. So when I say videos like this, when I do videos like this, when I point out shit, I'm not a good black person. I'm not a good Christian. I'm not Christian. And people don't understand. Now I want to pose this to you. All these people out here look up to these artists, these singers, these false idols pressed upon us, slammed into our face by the media and society itself. I like your music, but I'm not going to get on my hands and knees and pray to you. I like your paintings. I'm not going to bow down to the painting every time I come in a room. I like your poetry. I'm not going to buy every book you have and plaster it across my mind. I like your movies. I'm not, well, I guess I will bootleg your copy your shit, so I wanted to pay for it. The moral of the madness is this. I am different. I don't act like everybody I know. I do not imitate things I see. I am not trying to be anything other than me. And when we live in a society where everyone wants to emulate or imitate or copy someone else, when you watch a movie and you notice that you've seen the storyline 15 times before, when you listen to an R&B singer and they're reviving somebody else's music because they can't think on their own, when you listen to a hook and you wait for the verse to come, but the hook is the verse. See, music is universal, and the thing is, the problem with music now that is manufactured like music is manufactured like a company that makes cheap cell phones. You got 500,000 cell phones going out today. 5 different colors. 3 different designs, but it's the same phone. And I'm going to try to explain it a little deeper. Now you got these 500,000 or whatever phones going out, whatever number I gave. And they're made by different companies, but they're all made in the same factory, and they look a little different. The buttons are rearranged different, but they're exactly the same. You understand what I'm saying? No matter who you listen to, no matter what CDs you buy, no matter what you do, it's all going to be exactly the same formula. Rap music, bitches, drugs, the club. R&B, he broke your heart, you're an independent woman, and some rap bullshit. Rock and roll, she's a crazy bitch during the early stages of rap and roll, and the music don't sound no good. Country rap. It's not like it used to be where the stylistics was the stylistics. The Rolling Stones were the Rolling Stones. P-Funk and Funkadelic was P-Funk and Funkadelic. Prince was Prince. Michael Jackson was Michael Jackson. ABBA was ABBA. Hall and Oates was Hall and Oates. Then became Hall. You know, Creedence. Al B. Sure, Kool Moe Dee. Even the earlier stages of rap was completely unique. Completely unique. Will Smith. Oh, he's too positive. We don't like him. Remember that? Will Smith first came out. Parents don't understand. That was cool. That was a good one. But everything else after that was like, oh, okay. All right. I like DJ Jazzy Jeff personally. That's what I did. Scratch and mix and shit. Jazzy Jeff was the real shit. I don't know about Will Smith, but Jeff was the shit. I saw him at a concert in Oakland. The 4th of July thing, I think it was around the 4th of July. It was Run DMC, Beastie Boys, Fat Boys, LL. It was, I forgot the name of the tour, but yeah. So Will Smith, or the Fresh Prince, Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince opened up the show. Somebody threw a firecracker on the turntables. Pow! Yeah. Music was different. Too Short, Tupac. It was different. Now it's all the same. Mass manufactured right there. Same assembly line. 3 or 4 different names put on the same album. Collaboration. Jay Smalls and Biggie Jr. Collaboration. Hey, don't you know another thing fucking irritates the shit out of me? I love sports. They're trying to niggify sports. Get on the bus. Get on your bus. The bus. If you ghetto at all, that's how you jump it. You get on your bus. Your bus. You have some family over there like, yeah, it's your tape. We used to call that shit skinning and shining back in the day. Shining. What have we become? We've become what we asked for. I want to be treated just like the white man. And look how many white men walk around here with signs that say they work for food. We struggle throughout the history of our entire time here. And you want to be treated just like them? You got it. You got it. And that's what I mean by that. So, why am I ranting and raving this morning? You see, we lost somebody in the family. And I was supposed to make sure shit was right on my end so me and my wife and son could show up and say goodbye. So my dumb ass, I looked on the Facebook. What? That's another fucking thing that I don't like. I looked on the Facebook to get the time for the funeral. 2 o'clock on the 28th. I'm telling my wife, Sunday at 2 o'clock, it's Sunday at 2 o'clock, it's Sunday at 2 o'clock. Get on Facebook again, Sunday about 11:30. There's pictures of the service. Fucked up. Couldn't even say goodbye to my own sister-in-law. Then I started thinking. I did a video, a private video for the family to view. I'll put the link on Facebook for those who know. It just angers me sometimes how people can just think so hard about something and then just let the time go right by and don't even catch it. Am I contemplating about the video I want to make in her honor? It just saddens me that I couldn't get my ass up on the right time and go say goodbye. It hurts me that I gave my wife the wrong information because she liked that girl. They were close enough to be talking, and dropped the ball because sometimes you don't think. You do, and we've been taught that. We've been taught not to think anymore. Don't worry about it. It'll be taken care of. And we go through life with that attitude that it'll be okay. It'll be taken care of. Praise God. It'll be okay. And everybody knows how I feel about God and religion. If you watch my show, you know I believe in God, but not the same one you motherfuckers believe in. I believe in a God that's fair and just towards all of us. And he's been kidnapped and locked away someplace, and I don't know what the hell they did with him. Oh, sorry. I also don't like to refer to God as a man. Because in the history of my life, I've never seen a man give birth to anything other than drama and stress. So, you know, if God is a man, he's a scientist. And we're an experiment. And that's why they call him a man. But beyond all that religion and all that stuff and who does what and what I did and how much I screwed up and, you know, and all that. And I wish her a safe ride to wherever the next destination is we go. And I'm going to leave that part there. So let's get back to what I really like about doing videos. To be honest with you, I really don't like none of it. I know I said I used this and I said that and I said this and I contradicted myself right on the second end of this video. What's the truth? I don't like it at all now. But when you start something, it's up to you to finish it. And this is the ultimate reality show. Because if you just sit up here and lie, nobody will watch you. If you sit up here and tell the truth, you will get people hating you. You will get people angry at you. You will have your own so-called people mad at you. Oh, taking sides on the internet. That's always fun to see people take sides. You know, when the community is big and everybody knows everybody, and this video is known for that, and that video is known for that, and these people clash, that is the ultimate. Battle between videos. You talking to me, I'm talking to you. You prove your point, I'm proving my point. You arguing with me, I'm arguing with you, and everyone gets to see it. Cowards nowadays, they'll cut their video off. If you say anything that hurts their feelings or one-up them by any means necessary, if you do anything to belittle them at all, some people will erase or not connect or flag. That's it. In order for you to be successful on YouTube, you cannot have no negativity. In other words, if I go through my extensive library of videos and erased all the racism, all of a sudden, people will start watching the videos again. And I want to explain something to you. And this is the most comprehensive bullshit that goes on YouTube, because this is deep. If you are a black person and you're saying a lot of negative things towards black people, your video will be featured. If you are a black person saying positive things about black people, you must type in the proper tags in order for your video to be seen. But if I just get up here and start talking serious yak about black women, and all I put down in the description is black man, and I say something very negative about black women, enough to make somebody like, oh yeah, wow, let's see what happens, they will put it where every black person can see it. They will. And I can prove this. All I have to do is say 4 words. Sergeant Willie Pete. The Sergeant Willie Pete. He proved that you can be negative about black people and get popular. It's because a lot of black people have self-hate. And think about it, it's not called self-hate. That's just your programming. You were programmed to dislike black people from the day you were born. And if you don't believe me, all you need to do is go back and listen to what your grandmother and grandfather and great elders used to say about niggas. You can't trust them niggas. Them niggas ain't no good. You better leave them niggas downtown alone. That's all throughout our black history. We've been taught niggas ain't no good. Don't trust niggas. Nigga ain't got nothing for you. And yet and still, through the media, we've taught every young black man to call themselves a nigga. Well, my son don't call himself nigga. He's not referred to as a nigga. Hey, what's up, nigga? They don't talk to my child like that. I don't talk to people like that. But if I have to, I can. If I'm in the room with them, I have to speak their language. It's because that's what we've been taught. We've been taught self-hatred. We've been taught, don't trust them niggas. What did the massa do 500 years? Well, we're going to beat y'all niggas. You're not listening. You're dumb. We're going to beat some sense into you niggas. That's how it is. You beat a nigga. You kill a nigga. You don't trust a nigga. Listen to all the rap songs. If nigga is that fucking bad, why do we want to be niggas? I'm not a nigga. And lately, when I've been saying this in videos lately, I get negative shit. You Uncle Tom, nigga. Because I don't want to be called a nigga. You know what I mean? So now I got to be the wrong nigga? Because I say, hey, there's a lot of poor white people out there. Let's worry about the poor white people instead of the poor black people. You're your Uncle Tom nigga. Well, look, let me explain that too. If there's more white people than black people, if there's more white people than Mexicans, there's more white people than Asians. You see what I'm getting at, right? It's more of them than there is you. And a poor white person thinks that every black person is stealing from them. Not every poor white person thinks this. There are some white people who've been taught that everything we have, they're taking it. They're on welfare. They're on food stamps. They go to the hospitals and they use up our resources. And I said something in the video yesterday. I know I pissed people off because somebody gave me a thumbs down. Yeah. They gave me a thumbs down because of something I said, and I know what I said. You know? And this is the truth. Welfare was not created for black people. It's the truth. There's a lot of poor white people in the world at the time. I think Social Security was created for us. I don't know. I get them mixed up. You know, because see, they had to give the black people a number, pretty much like Germans gave the Jews. And this number is our Social Security card number. That is our slave number. If you don't believe me, fucking dig it up. Dig it up. I'm serious. I believe Social Security, I think I heard it somewhere, I might be wrong. Social Security was created for the black people who had just entered the workforce because they'd just been made free. So they gave them a number, a work number for them to work, and if they paid into the taxes, they could have some money when they couldn't work anymore. White people are like, shit, I need some shit like that. And they got their slave number too. I might be wrong. Do you know there are some people in America who don't have Social Security numbers? Why is that? Because they're not owned by nobody. That number they give you at your birth, that is the mark of the devil. That's your 666. Without that number, you can't go to work. Without that number, you can't earn any money. Without that number, you can't get any benefits. That is your slave number. So, what am I talking about now? I'm talking about everything. Because what is the best part of doing videos, which I told you? Then I told you I didn't like that. And then I told you. The best part of making videos is the reaction you get from the video. Total. Whether it's a good reaction or a bad reaction. I know I'm speaking in riddles and jumping all over the place, but this is how I do it. If you decipher the riddle, then you understand what's going on. And why am I talking encrypted? Because if I flat out tell you to take care of your community and those around you, you might actually have to take care of a white person. You might actually have to take care of a Mexican. You might actually have to take care of a black person. You might actually have to take care of an Asian person. And if everybody's taking care of everybody, then why the hell we got to work for something? What do we need here in this country? If the rich man won't share his money with us, why don't we start our own monetary? People say, AIX, you talk about, writing bills and getting bills turned into laws. And then once again, when I speak like that, people are like, well, what kind of law you want, nigger? Huh? Maybe we should have a law to stop welfare. Well, stop welfare. I'm not on welfare. You can cut welfare right fucking now. Cut it. Shh. If you stop welfare right now, how many black people would suffer? How many black people would suffer if you actually stopped welfare right now? Think real hard, people. We have put up through suffering. We put up with suffering. We have suffered our entire time here. If you stop welfare, you will unite the black community. You will unite the Hispanic community. People will be forced to do for their own people because everybody else is doing for their own people. So why do I like making videos? I told you I didn't. I told you I did. I told you what I did. I told you what I didn't. And I'm going to tell you the truth now. I do these videos to free my mind. Period. All this shit that's in your head, stuck in your head, making you want to go blow up the movies and take people out because of bullshit. Oh, these black people, I'm tired of black people. Oh, I'm so tired of the white man. The white man did this to me. Oh, they're just killing us in the street. You know why they're killing people in the streets? Because they can, and because they're poor. You don't see them going to Beverly Hills and shooting up a damn thing. You don't see them going to Wall Street and shutting down Wall Street. You don't see them doing what they do to us, to those in the Hamptons, to those in the Highlands, to those in Fountain Grove or Fountain Ridge or Ocean Shores, where rich people go. But they want to glorify dumb shit. You get a bunch of white kids and you put them in a building with alcohol and cameras and you tell them, go ahead, have fun, kids. And they get drunk and they argue and fight each other and fuck each other. And that's reality. The real reality is this. We've been fucked, we're getting fucked, and pretty soon they're going to go fuck somewhere else. And then what are we going to do? When we're not getting fucked anymore, we're going to want them to fuck us. Please, don't just leave us hanging. Come fuck us again. That's how society works. We've all been placed in our cages. Black people in the inner cities. Poor white people in trailer parks or in fucked up rural areas. You got all these black people living in apartments talking about my house. Not even your condo, motherfucker. It's an apartment. You can walk around the house. You can go upstairs and downstairs in the house. And nobody living next door connected to your house. Nobody living above you connected to your house. If you're in an apartment, you're in an apartment. Stop calling it a house. Stop calling it a home. You can own your home. Wait a minute. This is America. You can't own a home in America anymore because once you get in with the banks get paid out, your shit fluctuates up to the roof and you lose your house. And the bank owns it again and sells it again. And now you can never get another one because you're shot. I told my neighbors the other day that we have an influx of Russians. We have an influx of European whites. And they looked at me like, what? I'm like, because the white people around here are poor. They need to bring in new whites. And the lady looked at me and she's laughing and giggling. I'm like, see the new neighbors down the street? How many Hispanic people live on this block? And yet the next family that moves in is a white family that don't speak English. Happened around the corner. There's an apartment complex they bought around the corner also. And this brings me to something else somebody else told me. He said he was on a train going home. The train goes through a national park. And they saw all this military stuff. And they noticed they're painting this shit. Why are they painting all this military stuff? Because there was foreign military shit on American soil in our state parks. This country's about to collapse. They're replacing the whites and the blacks. Look at baseball. I'm not lying to you. People think I'm crazy as shit, but look at baseball. How many black guys you see in baseball named Ramirez? Look at basketball. How many white guys in basketball are Jovanovic? You know, they're replacing us. Us poor, outdated, unappreciated Americans. The white ones, the black ones, they can't replace the Asians and Chinese people. They don't know where to get them from. So. But they can replace us. They can go get some blacks from the Dominican Republic. They can go get some blacks from Africa, like they've been doing for thousands of years, to replace the ones that are already here. What's the best part about me doing videos? I already told you. Making people think. Pissing people off. Video responses. But I don't like none of that. No, I do. The truth is, I like telling the truth. I like telling what's in my mind. I like letting the stories explode out of my head. I like the connection with the rest of the world. I like the chance to tell people the truth. I like to tell the people who want to come to this country the truth. Truth of the matter is, once you fall off here, you can't get back up anywhere else. Once you fall off here, you're pretty much done. Because for thousands of years, they've been selling an American dream. A dream. What is a dream? A dream is a fantasy, man. How you going to sell somebody a fantasy and charge them top dollar? Make them give up their soul to be in a place to where they're going to be a second-class citizen from the first time they get off the bus. But the opportunity is tremendous. I want to say something, and this is the crux of the United States of America and a whole. When people say, well, it's not what you do, it's who you know. Statements like that is the true America. That's the true America. The true America is that. It's not what you do, it's who you know. But if you know somebody that can put you in position to meet somebody that can get you what you need to survive or take care of your family, then that's the way it is. It used to be, white folks were in most of the jobs. So you probably have to know somebody white to get a job. It was like that in America. And then white people wouldn't hire black people. They would only hire white people. And then they would only hire white people they were related to or white people they know. They created a law called nepotism because of that. And now, Years later, when the old boys have faded out, the good old boys have gotten so, I'm only taking care of my family only. Well, some of these good old boys are 80 and 90 years old, and they don't like their kids. They don't give a damn about their kids. Their kids, they never appreciated shit. And these good old boys are fading away in their companies where they stop hiring whites, where they stop hiring blacks, where their family members don't want to go to work no more because they got so much. Fuck that company. And when they hired Miguel, because he was cheaper than Sam and Robert and Reginald, they hired Miguel, laughed at him, picked on him, made fun of Miguel. Now Miguel's been there 10 years, and now Miguel gets to hire somebody. Who is Miguel going to hire? Raphael, Sam, George? Miguel's going to hire somebody he can talk to. Someone that's not going to laugh at him. Someone that's not going to make fun of him. Someone's going to listen to what Miguel has to say. And he might have to hire a Hispanic person. And that job that's been held by a white guy all these years is gone to a Mexican. And now all the white guys that used to work there are like, look, the Mexicans are taking over. The company's still owned by a white man. But now you're mad at Mexicans. And so on and so forth. This is what makes me do videos. What I see. I'm fed up with what I see. I'm tired of what I see. And this is why I do videos. This is why I tell black people, don't worry about white people. Worry about yourself. Think about the white people, because all these poor white people need somebody to blame for their problems. That's how the rich stay rich and the poor stay poor, because they divide us throughout ourselves, within ourselves, because of ourselves. We all want to have pride in ourselves, but they don't want us to have pride in ourselves. They want us to be an autonomous unit that walks around taking orders. We are not supposed to give any orders. We're supposed to take them. From who? Well, those people who told us that white people are what we should strive to be like. Those people who told us that you need to have the same rights as white people. Those people are the ones that lied to us. Who are those people? You need not look no further than in the mirror. So now that I've finished my riddle, I gotta go, because I try to cut these shorter than 40 minutes, because I had a show called 40 Minutes that nobody liked. And I can't go back there. I need to go further. So I gotta go. And for those who don't like me, stand in line. For those who can't understand me, well, I don't like you anyway. For those who want to understand me, are trying to understand me, and believe they know what I'm saying, don't think. You already know. You know how I feel about you. All you gotta do is type it on the bottom of the screen. You can say something racist. You can say something sexist. But you cannot tell me I'm not telling the truth. And the truth of the matter is, we're nothing but lemmings, and we always follow the wrong one. We always go over the cliff together. Let me tell you something. I'm buying me a parachute, motherfuckers. I ain't got no time for this shit. That's another thing. They just do us so wrong, and you can't tell.